chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start the dessert course, would anybody like hot tea, coffee? Coffee.
Do you have the decaf coffee?
I do have decaf.
I'll have the decaf.
I like the way you
List of public access.
She did look like
Now, folks, I'd like to tell you about A Chat with Glendora. It is the world's longest running public access TV show. Isn't that amazing how I can talk for 47 years? And we are on our what number show, Mr. Gregory Washburn. What number show are we on?
What numbers show? I think 12,055.
Wow.
Up that high, I think so. Something like that.
And how many TV stations, Mr. Gregory?
Oh, but 72? Was it 72 or
73 is.
73 or?
Wayne corrected you. Is it okay, Wayne? He said 73.
That's what you told me.
That would be from Boston to San Diego.
Is that coffee? Oh, no, I'm saying, so it's empty. I just want to see if there was hot water in it, that's all. That's fine.
Now, I would like to go around the table again, and I would like everybody to say his or her name again. And then would you tell us again what your municipality is? And would you tell us how you spent your life so far? Can we start again with our Yale graduate, Mr. Crawford Lincoln?
I'm Crawford Lincoln of Enfield, Connecticut. And for 25 years I've worked at Merriam-Webster and was serving as acting president for a space, and the company was purchased by Britannica, which wanted to put in its own management. So I left and became the caretaker at Old Sturbridge Village, down the road.
Caretaker.
Had the, well, that's what my mother-in-law called it. Actually, it was the job of running the place. And for 15 years, it was a wonderful experience until I retired. So I've been retired for 26 years, and here I am having lunch with Glendora and having a chat. And
No, gee.
I wish you many more. How many thousand?
Oh, 12,000. G&C Miriam, folks, that's, let's see, it was G&C, George and who? George and,
Charles.
yeah, they got the Webster rights, didn't they, from England to publish the Webster?
No, they bought the unsold sheets of his dictionary and put them together. They were booksellers in Springfield, and they are now in the digital age. And today, or according to the feed on the internet, they added a new word. They listed Tommy John surgery.
Tommy John surgery.
And this is named after a pitcher had a rather undistinguished career, but named an operation that has saved many a pitcher's careers, and today this has been recognized in the online version of the Merriam-Webster. You will find an entry for Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, into them. Now, I remember UNT Merriam most vividly as the publishers of Webster's Collegiate.
Yes,
A great dictionary.
it's still available in bound form. Supposedly, it was intended to provide within the covers anything a college-educated person might have occasion to look up.
Yeah.
So it was a big seller,
Oh, yeah.
year after year after year.
Oh, yeah. Great
I
dictionary.
have a very old one from 1950.
Yeah.
That was a good year.
Yeah?
Earl, can you tell us any experiences that you remember from classical high school?
Oh, my God. I remember when our principal, William C. Hill,
Yeah.
one time he was giving a talk and he said he always resented coming, he lived way up State Street someplace, and he'd come down the hill and it would say, "Hill, slippery when wet." I never forget that. He said, his name was William C. Hill, and he said he resented it.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
can a chef come forward and describe our dessert to us?
I can certainly ask him to do so. Hold on.
Now, Carol, you have any fond memories of classical?
I remember William C. Hill standing up there on the stage saying, "Nobody has the right to do that which, if everybody did it, would destroy society."
Let us say that again, please.
Nobody has the right to do that which, if everybody did it,
It would destroy
Destroy
society.
I can remember William C. Hill saying to Glendora, "You pay attention if you're going to be the president of classical high school.
wow.
You be good." I was the class clown, and that's why I got 66% of the vote on telling jokes, the same jokes I told you tonight.
Very entertaining.
Now, I would like, is it Madeline next? Who's?
Oh, the
do
chef
have the
is
chef
here
before
to
you.
tell you about
Chef!
the dessert.
Yes,
Yeah, chef, tell us your name.
my name is Robert Edmond. I'm the catering director here.
Oh, yes. Chef, where did you go to school?
I didn't go to culinary school. I came up through grassroots, through working through restaurants, worked my way up from dishwasher to cook, line cook, sous chef, executive chef, food and beverage manager. And here at AIC, I am the assistant dining director as well as the director of catering.
And could you tell us about this dessert we are having?
It is a creamsicle chia seed pudding. It's a vegan dessert. It's going to be served with a vegan coconut whipped topping and fresh strawberries.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, Jason.
And
like two of them. Is it big?
It's going to be in a small parfait cup, but we do have a few extras in case somebody wants more.
We all
Asking
want
for a
more.
friend.
If I could interrupt 1 second, Miss Glendora, there are some visitors here in between meetings. They wanted to come and say hello.
oh,
We have President Maniaci.
okay, tell them to.
He's right here.
Right here, Glendora. How
Oh,
are
good,
you?
no, stay right
So good
here.
to see you. See, Connie's
No,
staying.
stay right here. Chef,
Yes.
Chef, tell us what you think the future of veganism is.
something that I'm exploring and learning more about. I did shy away from it for a while, but it's become a very interesting cuisine that I'm definitely interested in.
Tell them who's a vegan on campus.
Our president.
Yay! Woo! All right.
Go.
Friends in high places.
And Chef, what about this thing that Burger King is going to have a vegan hamburger? Have you heard?
Don't trust it. Really?
Wonderful.
Okay. I have a hard time with healthy things coming out of fast food restaurants.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Yes, ma'am.
Sue, come and tell us who our late visitors are.
We have President Maniaci to your left.
And speak to us, dear.
What would you like me to say? I eat a lot of tofu.
Oh, well, I would like to have you tell all my friends here about American International College.
Well, I can tell you we've made a lot of gains over the last few years, and if any of you had seen the institution several years ago, you would note that there's been a lot of movement in terms of our facilities. We've redone the library, we have a new dining commons, we just opened an $8 million health science building across the street. We also have done a new grad residence hall, all those things within the last 5 years. We've put well over $30 million into our facilities. We've been named 6 times over the last 10 years one of the fastest growing private master's institutions in the country. What else can I tell you? Our hockey team went to the tournament this year and beat the #1 team in the country. I ended up among the final 8 teams in the country, had a great season, and our kids are absolutely amazing. So I don't know how much you all know about AIC, but we're all about access, opportunity, and diversity. More than half of our students are below poverty level. They come here with great fire in their belly, and we try to create a pathway to success for them. And an indication of our success in that is that Harvard did a survey about mobility, and it turns out that in terms of upward mobility, we are second in the state in terms of the socioeconomic place people were in before they came to college and where they were when they went out. There's only one other institution that is a 4-year private that did better than us, and that is a highly affluent institution that has only health science things, so people going into being doctors and those things. So when you look at that, we're really doing what we say we do, and we're very proud of that. So thank you all for being here. You don't have to clap, please.
Where is our other undistinguished guest?
Behind you to your right, we have Brian O'Shaughnessy and Heather Guerin.
Undistinguished.
Hi, Glendora. No, that's Heather. We got Brian here. Brian.
Both got soft hands.
I know. We both like to moisturize. It's okay.
Now, Brian, speak to us, dear.
Yeah, Brian.
Glendora, you know I don't like to speak.
I love it.
No, it's very exciting to always welcome Glendora to campus. She's certainly one in a million, and is quite the personality, way more personality than I could dream of having in my entire lifetime in 5 minutes with Glendora. We were privileged to induct her into our co-curricular Hall of Fame this past October, class of 1950, if I recall correctly. So that is an amazing accomplishment, and she'll forever be memorialized in our co-curricular Hall of Fame. So welcome all to campus. We appreciate
Well,
it.
Brian, here are other 90-year-olds who are just as good at accomplishment.
Understood. We will take that into account.
And tell us a little more about AIC. Tell us like the history you did at the Hall of Fame. Tell us about that.
All right. Well, I mean, this room in this building is really the core, one of the core tenets of our history. So this is Lee Hall. It was built in, I believe, 1893. Samuel Lee was the president of AIC, who made American International College our current name. It evolved from French Protestant College, being a institution for Protestant immigrants, French immigrants coming from Canada, first-generation immigrants. Then it went to French American College, so it was first taken out of being a religious institution and made a secular institution. And then we changed to American International College under President Lee, again to open up more first-generation immigrants, not just restrictive of French Canada. Have been inclusive of all races since we were founded in 1885, and we're integrated into being a co-ed institution again under Samuel Lee around 1893. This building was actually built as a women's residence hall, so that's what this building was originally. So in these 2 rooms were the dining commons and the kitchen.
Anybody have any questions? Okie dokie.
All right, thanks, Glendora.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. You can always tell a man from Harvard, Crawford, but you can't tell him much.
You saved that one.
Okay.
Save that one, that's good.
Thank you,
I'm
boys.
glad we got to catch up with you, Glendora. I gotta get him back off to a meeting, so I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for being
Thank you all for
here.
being here.
Nice to see you.
Take care.
Thank you for coming by, fella.
Take care.
Your magazine from the American
I think that.
This is the musical score of the theme song.
Oh, yeah. Folks, do you want to hear something? Sure. This is my friend Wayne Collins, who started watching Glendora on TV when he was 7 years old in 1955, and he wrote a theme song for A Chat with Glendora. He wrote it, he wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, he played it on the piano, and he sang it. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
That was great. There's a piano over there. He's going to do it on the piano. Very good, Wayne. Oh, this is very good.
Very good. He needs 2.
Badly out of tune.
It seems like a
Acapella. will you?
Okay.
Yeah. Not the piano. Good.
Piano wasn't very good.
Yeah.
piano's not that good.
No. I'd like to have him do it without the piano.
Go ahead.
Chats with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Very nice. That's an interesting texture.
Anybody else have anything to contribute? Tell us some interesting things that happened to you. What's your favorite story? I want you to know something about that one. Chapin. By the way, Chapin is a very famous New England name. Isn't it, Roger? Chapin. Deacon Chapin. Madeline, tell them about Deacon Chapin.
I will. Deacon Samuel Chapin was the first deacon. He came over in 1592 from New England, or from England, not New England, to New England. And every Chapin in the United States is relatives. We are all related because we are all descended from him. And it's an interesting thing. He has I know if you've been in Massachusetts, you've seen a statue of him somewhere because there are statues all over the place. And many years ago, we were going to Ashburnham for Thanksgiving. And we stopped at one of the statues, and my brother Ross stood next to it, and they could have been brothers. He looked so much like him. So his genes have traveled this far. I mean, they really looked similar to each other. It was startling. Yeah.
How many generations?
Well, 1592, so break out the calculator, because I had no idea.
A lot.
That's many. Yes, a lot. So, so
Anybody else have anything interesting to tell us?
I have a question.
It is not the anti-word, it's something else. But I don't have it in my head.
Oh, okay.
That's a long one.
Madeline has a question, folks.
I'd like to know how they made these chia seeds taste like tapioca. Like have the same consistency. You know, tapioca has the stuff around it.
I was
Like you
thinking,
soak
it
them.
must be tapioca.
It's what?
When chia seeds are in water, they expand.
Oh, they do. So they're still crunchy in the middle, but they make a like a gelatinous outside. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but have you ever done like overnight oats with chia seeds?
No,
That's
no,
really good thing
I
to do
don't eat
with,
chia
like, a
seeds all the
yogurt
time. Mm-hmm. Well, now I know.
Overnight oats is super popular.
Patricia Nichols was the director of the Nassau Free Library where I lived for 15 years, right, Pat?
That's right.
And can you remember any funny things that happened there?
Well, there was a time that someone broke into the library and stumbled down the steps into the basement where there was no security thing down there and slept. We found him in there.
Really?
Without his clothes on.
Oh my goodness.
I guess that's funny and sad at the same time, but that was probably one of the most memorable.
Was it a Nassau resident?
Yes, it was.
Oh, no.
Somebody that had had too much to drink and was, probably thought he was breaking into his own house or something.
And Gregory Charles Washburn, what do you think of our gathering?
I think it's very nice, and this is a very special occasion here. And I think it's good that we can all get together for tonight.
Yeah, see, everything.
Gregory, tell the assemblage of the very recent development in public access TV, how we've gone from one format to a new one.
Oh, the format for public access TV
Yeah, it used to be what?
we're going from VHS tapes to moved on to DVDs, and we're moving from DVDs mailing in sending the shows electronically and a file transfer protocol, send it over the computer to submit programs today. And it seems to be working very well.
You see, folks, for years, we sent our programs in on DVD discs by United States Mail, but now the cable companies have come out with file transfer protocol, and Gregory is very good sitting down at the computer and filling out their form on the computer, and then Gregory tells them how it goes out to the TV stations.
I either email the programs on Google Drive, or Dropbox is a site to put shows on, or we send them on FileZilla is a FTP to transfer the shows from Glendora's computer to their server, and it gets transferred to their server, and then they cable cast them.
Folks, what do you think is going? I think that the phone, okay, the computer phone, smartphone, I think that is replacing the computer. Am I right about that?
It has for me. That smartphones are gonna replace home computers. I don't know that they will for everybody, Glenny, because there are a lot of things you can't do with your smartphone, like print, although you can, if you have a printer that's adaptable, right? And if you have like, I don't think I could print off of this phone, because it's not that new, but the newer ones.
Yeah, well, the printers, you can get just printers that are Bluetooth, they're like this big. And
Really? See that? I didn't even know that.
It's not
Never
even on
mind.
the phone anymore. It's really cool, I know.
Because
who can afford both, you know, plus to have it at home and then have your phone and, you know, it's so much cheaper on the phone.
This was your husband.
Computers are bulky, you gotta carry them around.
Yeah, right.
Much extra effort.
Sure. My laptop, weighs about 14 pounds.
Yeah, he was at your 50th reunion, wasn't he?
Well, I guess maybe I should have said that the smartphone is replacing the laptop. Am I right about that?
I think so.
That the laptop, the computer phone can do anything the laptop can do?
Pretty much.
And more.
You think the storage is the same?
Ooh, yeah,
For the cloud.
in the cloud, yeah, everything's on the cloud. That's true.
Don't know how to do that yet.
In the cloud? I can, I'm really good at cloud. Alright, it's something I can do pretty well.
Good.
Fridays open Fridays through Mondays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Were you all dismayed by the college admissions fraud?
Just in general
I was
purposes.
just kind of glad they got caught.
Right, yeah. It seems like it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, it's probably been happening forever.
Right.
To some extent, yes.
Crawford, when we had our reunion in 2016. Oh, by the way, folks, this is our 73rd reunion.
Wow.
Yeah, I counted.
I wish next year some of you people would get together and make another one next year. Will you do that, please?
If there are some of us.
Well, you don't have to do that, just have a group. This is a good group. Make it our 74th and see if we can hang on to the 75th.
Maybe.
That would be great. I never heard of a 75th high school reunion.
No.
No.
We started a trend.
Right.
Usually
Of course, people are living much longer than they used to, but
Well, the chapter Celestial has a good many of our classmates. Probably, and we added a few more, Steve Hartson,
Hold
Betty,
it, folks down there, would you please? Go ahead, Crawford.
Betty Caskey, Earthsprung, remember Betty Caskey? And, Lord Flynn, who else?
Peggy Denise is around, but she's not well apparently. Peggy Denise Sullivan.
Yeah. And Shirley Marshall was,
I don't even remember.
she was Shirley Scarron.
Scarron?
She's at Glen Meadow,
Oh, okay.
Shirley Marshall.
Yeah.
Well, there were quite a few of us at that one in Glen Meadow. That's the last one, right?
And Jolene is at Glen Meadow.
Go around the table, each one, and say where you went to high school if you didn't go to classical. So go ahead, Madeline, you went to Taconic Hills?
I went to Taconic Hills, yes.
Tell people where that is.
Well, when I went to school, Taconic Hills was situated, we were merged with Rojan, and there was a school in Hillsdale, New York, and a school in Aquawamek. So for 7th and 8th grade, when we merged, we went to the one in Hillsdale, and then from 9th to senior year, we went to the one in Aquawamek. And I put off my college education until I was in my 30s. So I went to Columbia Green and got my associates in criminal justice when I was 34. Which is, thank you, which is the best time to go to college, by the way.
Yeah, you probably knew enough to study by then.
I did. I knew enough to study, but I was having trouble remembering. So,
Now, who's next to Madeline?
what?
I want to know who's next to Madeline, what high school?
That would be.
Next to you, dear.
Oh, hi, I'm Martin. I work over in the library. What would you like to know?
Where you went to high school?
I went to high school in Westminster, Maryland, which is about 45 minutes northwest of Baltimore. It's pretty exciting. And then, as I was just telling Gordon here, I went to undergrad in Philadelphia at LaSalle University, and I went to grad school in Boston, and then I made my way out here. And I've been here about 6 years in this area. And I like it a lot. I got married, bought a house, have a baby, so
Good for you.
here I am.
Living the dream.
Yeah, that's right.
And next, please.
I'm Gordon. I went to high school at Fairfax High School in Los Angeles. Graduated in 1953. Fairfax High School has had a number of distinguished graduates. 2 were in the class just ahead of me. Some of you may remember the name Jack Kemp, American athlete and politician. And you'll also remember the name Herb Alpert, the trumpet player. They were in the same class. And the actor Ricardo Montalban, you remember?
Yes, of
Ricardo
course.
Montalban?
Yes.
Yeah.
Con.
So, yeah, right, so it was right there, the next high school over was Hollywood High School, so that's its own share of fame and infamy.
Gordon, keep going with your career, will you please? It's so Oh, please, Gordon, go ahead, keep going.
Well, so then I ended up at UCLA, and then came here to Massachusetts to Harvard, where I studied psychology and got a PhD there in 1961. And I went back to California and spent all of the 1960s in California, the parts I remember.
You knew Timothy Leary.
And in fact, our paths crossed because he and Alpert, his colleague in the social relations department at Harvard, were doing the psilocybin LSD experiments while I was there. And that's coming back, by the way. There's a renewed use of psychedelics in a much more responsible way. Johns Hopkins is a real leader in finding sensible uses for psychedelics for cancer patients and others with chronic pain. So there's a lot of good work going on. So anyway, I was then in California, at the University of California, Davis, and then I moved to the University of Washington and joined the government. And I was with the government for a long time in the federal court. And that prompted me to make one of the major mistakes in my life. I went back to school, became a lawyer. Yeah, I mean, what I enjoy more than anything else is being in school. I'd rather be in school than anything. So at a certain point, the University of Pennsylvania invited me to come back and teach there. So that's what I do now. I teach at Penn and live in Philadelphia. And,
What do you teach?
psychology.
You do. I thought maybe lawyering.
Well, I teach psychology and law. It's one of the
Okay.
I teach psychology and religion, and psychology and law. And it was through my interest in religion that my friend Oshina introduced me to Glendora, and we've had some of the nicest phone conversations I've ever
Pass
had.
around the book, would you?
So, that's that. Thank
Very
you.
interesting.
Thank you for listening.
Do you perchance know Stephen Cece? Do you know Stephen Cece?
I know his name. He's a very well-known psychologist.
Yeah, he does the psychology and law.
Yeah.
He has his
And
special
his wife
position
is
on-
also
Yeah,
yeah.
they're very smart people.
They're very smart people, I agree.
Yeah, and Sternberg, Karen and her husband as well. They're
Yeah.
very great people.
I agree.
Yeah, that's an amazing profession to be involved in. I was really interested in that. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I like the religion side.
Now, Hoshina, would you do the same for us? Tell us about your career?
Oh, sure.
I don't know whether she wants to. I'm Christina. I went to high school in New York City, Dwight High School.
then from there, I went to the University of Rhode Island. I didn't graduate, but I went on to, my older brother was going to Harvard Law at the time. And I went up to Harvard with him, and I took courses there. And then basically I panhandled it around for a couple of 10 years at least. And then from there I got serious and I decided that I have to do something with my life. So I got a job at the Daily News, and I went to an art school, the School of Visual Arts, and I graduated in art and design. And I was a layout artist at the Daily News for many years, and then I went on to a company called Gannett. Sometimes I have a hard time pronouncing Gannett. And they just opened up a new department called, it was a media department, newspaper media department. And just at the time, the first day I went to work there, they were launching a new newspaper called USA Today. And so the first day I went to work, they said, you're going to get on the plane and you're going down to Washington and you're going to design the sports section for Monday Night Sports.
My first day?
Yeah. So I said, what?
Yeah.
So I did that, and I guess they liked what I was doing. I became the corporate creative director for the company for a while. And then they launched USA Weekend, and I was very involved with that publication. And then I got involved in a lot of the production and USA Today quality control. So I used to go around the country looking at various plants and newspaper plants and checking over the newspapers to make sure the color and everything was right. And then from there I got involved in technology, and I started, I was actually, a company said come and work for us. So that was a Swiss-German company called Publicitas. And I opened up an office down in Florida for them, a graphic office. They were into newspapers in Europe, very big. And they used to handle all the advertisements and makeup for Match magazine in Paris. And so that was a very good experience. And then from there, I started working for a Japanese technology company. And they came out with some compression software. Actually, it was like a PDF style software where you can compress files. And they had this software, and they asked me to help sell it. So when the first Iraq war broke out, I just so happened to be at the New Yorker magazine the same day that around when the war broke out.
No, that's okay, I just wanted to know.
And so they had a lot of, not a lot of, but they had reporters over there taking pictures and stuff like that. And they were transmitting by phone to send back to the newspaper, back to the magazine so they could publish, you know, these great big pictures. But the problem was that the quality was very, very poor. It was very low res. And if you try to blow it up, it would get, you know, it wouldn't look right. But this Japanese software was able to take that small image and you can blow up to any size and it'll be crystal clear and sharp. So on the spot, they bought this software. And basically, I just went on from there, and I ended up working for a company based out of Sydney, Australia. And then after all that was over, I mean, all going on along this way, I was running a Buddhist study center in New York City called the American Buddhist Study Center. And so about 10 years ago, I decided to do that full time. So that's what I've been doing. And the study center publishes books, and I'm very grateful to Glendora because she helped
financed some of our publications, and so I'm very grateful for that. And we're still working away, and Dr. Vermont is on our board, as well as Josephine, right here, with my wife. And that's about it.
Tell us about the statue on Riverside Drive.
Oh, well, the particular Buddhist sect I'm involved in is called Jodo Shinshu, or Shin Buddhism. And Shin Buddhism was founded by a man named Shinran Shani. And we have a very big statue in front of our temple in New York City on Riverside Drive. But this statue is rather historic, because this statue once stood in a park in Hiroshima, which was about a mile away from when they dropped the first atomic bomb.
Wow.
So the statue is still standing. However, there's a big red mark on the statue where the radiation just like burnt away the metal, more or
That
less.
is really something, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I'm just going to say,
What, dear?
going to have to say thank you. I have an appointment, but I want to thank
Oh, yeah.
Glendora for including us who were classmates way back when, and what a treat and treasure this has been to share a lovely luncheon with you, and thank you. You were the most stylish president I've ever sat next to.
Mr. Earl Meyer, did you want to say anything, Earl, before Crawford and you have to leave?
No, I just want to say thank you. It was lovely to meet new people and some old people. Years. And it was a pleasure. Thank you very much. It was lovely.
It's just as much fun as we had in 46. Sure it was. To me, it's just the same.
We were thinking of other things then.
Yeah, we have much more leisure now.
Okay. Anybody else have to leave?
Yeah, I think perhaps all us old folks will have to depart.
Okay.
All 90s.
All right,
But
folks.
it's been wonderful, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Glendora.
Stay as long as you like. Go ahead.
And delicious meat.
Yes. I
Good to
have
meet you.
very unusual, very nice.
Be in touch if you have any more questions.
Will you? Okay. Sue Maroli,
Yes, ma'am.
is there anything that you want to say to the people before they depart?
I'm just so happy to have met you, and I'm glad you could make it. Sarah's gonna walk you out.
Keep us all together.
That's right. That's
See you next
right.
year.
All right. You're not going now, are you?
Yeah, it was a nice day. I'm beginning to fade, you know, after a little while,
I thought you were doing great.
Thank you.
I'm one of the few, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I said to my daughter,
We
I
can
said,
always talk on the phone.
yes, we can. And thank you. Rest of you. I came to all of you.
Everybody, come down here. Come down here, where I can see you. Yeah.
Have you two been with Lenny before this, in a group like this before? You both look so familiar to me.
What did she say, honey?
I'm your friends here. I was just saying, I was wondering if I've met them before.
Well, we went to Glendora's in New York City. They gave her an honor of being an activist, and we were there.
Did you go to the one in Boston?
No,
Oh,
just the one in New York.
you know what
One
it
in-
is?
the one in
The older I
Brooklyn,
get,
or-
the more people start looking like the same, I think, I don't know. I see people all the time that I think.
Gordon
oh,
is
wait,
down
it's
visits of
women
Hoshino.
and men. Yeah.
Way past each other.
I was not the one.
Anything else, folks? Did I forget anything? Anything that we want to do or talk about?
How long did it take you to drive here?
Oh, it wasn't bad at all. We left at 10 and we got here at noon. 2 hours. I think that's okay.
And that was with a few stops.
How about you guys?
Fine, everything went well.
How long?
Around 2 hours, just under 2
I
hours.
wasn't aware how long it
And
was.
where did you?
I joined them in White Plains. I took the train
We
to
came
White
from
Plains.
White
Yeah.
Plains.
And
You're
then-
good.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, from Philadelphia.
You're really good
I'll
at that.
back him up.
Well, taking
So
the
are you
train
going-
from White Plains,
Yeah.
Are you going
Well,
back
yes.
tonight?
Yes, you are.
it's a skill that doesn't take
All the way
much
back to
acquisition.
Philadelphia.
And where do you two live?
I live in
think
Elmsford.
in New Getting along trains in New York City alone is a huge,
Gordon, did you
town.
have a chance to talk to Gregory about if you need any more programs? Gordon is my sponsor in the city of brotherly love.
Oh, it's getting that. I guess
He's my
everybody
sponsor on television.
gets
And I'll tell you
Now I
one,
felt like the
I'll tell you
iced
one
tea.
thing about Glendora, that Glendora and Gregory do
I think
better
that's my
than
glass.
do you want
anybody
this one or that one?
This one.
This one right
is to
here.
wrap a package. If you get a DVD from Glendora, it's worth your life to open it. It is so tightly wrapped.
I've seen, yes.
It's like one of those things in a clamshell.
Oh, okay.
You can't get it out of there.
It has to be tough.
I will say one thing. Before, when you were explaining about the DVD and now you're digital and while she had the DVDs, all these stations in New York, around Westchester area, Glendora asked me to go to each of these stations and collect the DVDs to send back to her.
Yeah.
So I had to go to each of these different places all over the place.
How much?
And some of them were in high school, some of them were in the.
Yeah,
in
bless
the-
your heart.
Like a county courthouse building.
Yep,
They were all over the place. Yeah.
Mr. Eggman.
that was nice of you, honey. But that day's gone, hon.
Not in Philadelphia.
Well, now it's computer, see, hon?
Right.
Now it's computer, you don't send out a DVD, you don't have a DVD to collect.
Whoa, now you send it to Philadelphia. Right, Gregory?
Well, I guess we mail them to you right now, but they want to go to FTP, I think, or I don't know.
You know, the day cannot come too soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, they have to get the equipment and set it up, and it's a big
They've
thing to
been
set that
talking
up.
about that for a long time.
Yeah, so I don't know.
What time is it, folks?
2:35, almost 40.
2:35. Well, what would you like to do? Shall we adjourn, or anything more you want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to say one thing, as the new member here. I'm deeply impressed by your ingenuity, your personality, and the strength and energy that you seem to come from internally. And of all the people here, I'd like to say that I never finished high school. Actually, I left maybe the second year. And I had to pursue my internal need to learn. And I had to find inspiration from the best writers and minds that could put this into books. And most of it I didn't understand because I always needed a lot of clarity. And especially on the Greek novels, I could never manage to remember the names, but I could get the gist of the story. It was so wonderful. I needed that education, but I wasn't able to have a mentor at that time. But what I did find is that I pursued it on my own. And later on, when I was a little bit older and I had a little more time, I went to college. I did finish my education, and actually my oldest son, we were both taking our high school equivalency at the same time. He was a little bit higher than me in grades, but we were matching each other each time. And I went on afterwards. I had become an entertainer. I had done that when I was very, very early, and I seemed to pursue it naturally. Later on, when I had some time to really study, and after completing being a cosmetologist and a hairdresser, I went to work in a very, very elegant shop where most of the people were opera singers. And Leonard Bernstein was one of the clients of the owner there. And I said to my friend, I said, next time he comes in, ask him where a kind of middle-aged lady would go for singing lessons. I just want to pursue it. I always loved it, but now I have the time to do it. And he was sitting in the next chair, and he said, this friend of mine wants to get some education in music. Where should she go? And he said, Paul Simon, Ed Simon. Ed Simon was the brother of Paul Simon. So it was locally at 64th Street, and I went there. And when I went for the interview, they said, where did you get recommended from? And I said, I wrote the truth, Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah. Name drop.
When she went back in the office, every door opened up. Well, that was the fun part of it, but I did. This is where I learned, and I went to Lincoln Center. I took some courses there, just basic music and sight singing, because I was able to get a little more handle on it. And I wanted to make use of it. And I wondered, what will I do with this? Now I can sing. And it was a really, really wonderful fun. Later on, I was very privileged during the course of learning some foreign language, Japanese singing, and I had been asked to come to Japan, but I got interrupted there. But in the meantime, I did acquire some acquired different languages singing. And I went on to sing, but I was introduced to the American Buddhist Studies Center by going to the New York Buddhist Church. The New York Buddhist Church was the first established Buddhist church by Ho Chi Minh's father in 1938. And I thought, well, I'll get myself familiarized with the customs, and I'll learn more Japanese, and I have some basic grounding to work with. And there I got introduced to Buddhism. Besides the elements of my education, which was mostly by myself alone, and wherever I could draw inspiration from other people of your caliber and guidance, it was stabilizing. Education is wonderful. Education is necessary. Education is grounding. It is sustaining in all types of your living life and experiences. I don't think you ever realize that until you're faced with a crisis. That the wealth of your internal knowledge is so vast. It's so lingering. It's so necessary. It's beyond food. And to see our country be consumed like this, it's boggling, because you would think there was enough strength to make no sense of this. And yet somebody is establishing a challenge to this necessary thing in our lives. But beyond that, the Buddhism is stabilizing because we do not want to kill anybody. And I found that nourishing, and I pursued my learning, and I became an assistant Buddhist minister. And it was another stabilizing force. I didn't expect to be here today, but thank you so much for what I'm drawing from you and your continuing efforts to keep all of this alive. Glendora, I have to tell you one final thing. On the way up, Hoshin made a contest. We were going to have a contest of what hat were you going to wear?
What color hat?
What color? Did
Now,
anybody pick it?
I said you were going to pick something spring.
You said what?
Red.
Red?
I said white.
White.
So we were all wrong.
That's right. She's a surprising lady, yeah.
Well, folks, what should we do?
I think since this young lady and another like few ladies have
We
something
should
else
back
to
up and
offer.
go now? Wasn't American International College hospitable to us?
Yes, very much.
And this, it was Franklin who paid for the meal. They charged us $10 a plate.
Oh, how nice.
How many people came?
Well,
How many were
we
there?
just lost
How many were there when we were all assembled?
And was it
3, 4,
comprehensible?
5, 6,
That
7,
was
8,
one of the
9,
courses I
10,
took.
14,
I went
plus
to Pace
2,
College.
15, plus the young man,
I was
16.
so frightened.
16, Glennie, I
It was
think?
the best course I could have
Did you
ever
count
taken.
Sue?
Because
Yes.
she said,
And I would count Vice President O'Shaughnessy and Vice President,
learn how to
17, 18.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're
Okay.
Because you'll
18.
find all the guidelines.
is that counted Sue, did you,
and
dear?
whatever
Yes.
you need-
Any more?
You know,
Well,
need to know.
3 classmates left.
Yeah, we counted them. That's what I did.
I was
Did you count all
devastated
those
on one of our.
Mostly with children.
Pray for my son.
I prayed for him.
Yeah.
You know what my
Thank
biggest problem?
I actually do that. You know why I
I
do
do,
that?
well, I'm grateful.
I take
There's a book called Leaves of My
pot,
Heart.
Right.
Yeah,
And I
it's
put it-
Hoshina, Leaves of My Heart is at Amazon.
See, that's a teacher.
No, it's not on Amazon.
Right?
You'll find the book.
Yeah. It's,
And Buddhist.
I've been
oh,
looking
wait,
for some
here
more
it is
Buddhist
right
readings.
there.
What?
I've been looking to get more educated in Buddhist culture and religion.
Here, this,
Oh, that's the book
this
that we
woman was
saw.
a Japanese aristocrat,
But I love the dictionary.
clearly
It gives you a breakdown of one
was
word,
a
and then
house and truck.
literary.
Beautiful, it's right outside.
And her
Would you go?
expression
Okay, Wayne, would you go look at it? Give me a picture of your truck.
ordinarily
I don't know why.
within the Japanese English translation. Absolutely very highly regarded.
Near the big old VA.
Yes, yes, I want to hear it, yes.
Absolutely.
Gregory,
Yeah?
Hoshin is going to start up his $43,000 truck.
Oh, no, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
not
You
my
want to go out and hear it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Does it sound differently than a $34,000 truck?
Oh, absolutely.
This is different, my-
Yeah,
It sounds like money, money, money.
Well, I'm ready to go. Is it okay with everybody else?
Oh, I just get a little bit here. Just,
Glendora coming out?
I don't, eventually, she is eventually, but, yeah, I just wanted to get you before you go, and it's nice to
okay.
see you.
Okay, thank you.
And the camera, the picture, I'm not sure if the picture is going to come out that good on here. I hope it is, but I hope it comes out good. So. But it's really nice to meet you.
Oh, same
Nice
here.
to see you also.
It was nice you could come.
Yeah,
and
thank
it
you.
meant a lot to Glendora.
Yeah, it means a lot to
I
me.
didn't realize that you're the Glendora fan club here.
Yeah, she invited a lot of different people. So there's
Because
kind
I
of a-
watched her when I was 7 years old on television.
And then some people are just there, nobody said
And I remember a lot of things that evidently a lot of people don't, so that's why she likes to talk with me.
So I don't have.
So it's more in terms of, yes, I noticed it wasn't like, right, you know what I mean? Right.
what's face there, number so.
Well, Saturday night, the North Chatham Methodist Church has a talent
She
show.
just spoke from her.
And I'm
Right,
going
I've read one very briefly.
Good. And you'll be
Women,
on TV.
I used
I
to
don't,
be an
I used to
MC
just
for
women
those
do it,
type
because there
of
might be
shows.
men
You
poets
did?
out there too, but I've only encountered women
Sure.
poets.
That's nice.
Right from the heart, it's really.
What's your next
It doesn't
step?
have it all, it's
Well,
rivers,
I
what they're
was
saying,
recently in a program, Hoshin had
the picture that they
yeah.
paint.
It was a memoriam for
Yeah,
a
like the.
person who
That's really popular.
had
It's,
contributed a lot of money, quite a bit.
I think
And
it's
he was
Sunflower
from
and her
California,
daughters
and
or
I
something
sang.
around
His
those
favorite
lines.
song was,
Speaker four.
oh, Danny Boy. A Japanese man, he loved Danny Boy.
And she was like, I've read like.
Yes, that's a lovely song.
Yeah.
That's a lovely song. Danny Boy.
I researched the song, and there was about maybe 25 different people all over the world who sung that song. You know, many more than that, but some was outstanding. And they could be from Spanish to Irish to Scottish, to you know, yes. And I had to ask why this man the words are so
Deviation of feelings that
anybody, no matter what their
it's always looking for.
Well, thank you so much. You had a good trip?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we
This, as you can see, is in a crusade.
Well, it was a lovely gathering.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okey doke, honey.
In the morning, our Don Rose is pure white.
Thank you very much.
Sadly,
Oh, thank you
It
very much.
reminds me of something
So nice.
Well, I need
right
a
at
We all set, Rick?
I need a barber. I need a barber to get it. But it's next, thanks for 10 minutes.
Well, the aristocrats, right? Because it's like, the way I love it is that you get the raw, it's raw,
Good from St. Clair.
I did go to opera one year. I have one year.
Okay. Yeah, just keep it.
I didn't know if you needed to put anything.
No, not right now.
It's like, well, I do, I will.
You see, this is published.
I think maybe it fell in the...
I didn't realize that they published.
Yeah, it was in the floor of the car.
That's really both the
Yeah, it was in the floor of the car. I thought you liked it. Should have grabbed it.
But it was too late. I did see a musicologist, and he thought I had a good voice, but I was starting so late. He says, you don't have enough time. You might learn some of the words.
I feel like it's taken off more as a genre because it is so quick to write. You can write it quickly. You don't have to have a focused storyline and have multiple voices that can be very disjointed, which is incredible and easy to write. But it's incredible because you brought up the fact that you do vacations. I was talking to Glendora. I was telling her that she should do that.
Okay. Really quick, I'm here with Wayne Collins here, a fan and friend of Glendora's, and Hoshina Seki from the Buddhist Study Center in Manhattan. And we're here up at Springfield at AIC College today for the dinner of the Glendora's class in 1946 from the classical high school. And this is Springfield here. We just got done having a very good vegan dinner. And
You should take it around when I start the engine, and then you can hear.
oh, sure. Okay. Well, here's Hoshina, and this is her new heavy-duty Ford truck here, which is something here. So this is very nice, but very nice, but.
Will I start the engine for you?
Sure, go right ahead there.
Then
So.
Go right over there. We can go over here.
Oh, you can just push the button. Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
can just push the button.
Oh, very good. So go right ahead. So. Wow. That's pretty good. Oh, I like that. Nice. Well, that's nice. It's got the big cab and all that. I like the big
yeah.
cab, so yeah, mine's got that too. So all right, so isn't that something? Well, very good. Well, thank you for attending, and we
thank
appreciate
you.
you coming up today. And
Very nice to meet you.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was lovely.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I do.
You
have a nice group of friends. You have a nice group of friends and you have a wonderful history.
Well, you do too, so
Think about doing it and I
Thank
think
you.
and I want to hear yours.
Oh, well, not much to tell.
Not that computer savvy.
Not much to tell.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, I love you, Glass.
Oh, thank you so much. She looked beautiful this morning. She walked out and she's like a fresh. Okay, bye.
Fresh air. Fresh air, breath air.
bye, nice to meet you.
Fresh breath air. Glendora, it was lovely to meet you. Enjoy working with my girl.
She'll work her, she'll work
Whip her into shape. She's got me.
When is she coming? What day is she coming?
When do you want her? She can come with me today.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to Dr. Seuss or
Yes.
Yes. I think she's
Fascinating.
Saturday? That's where the Episcopal Church was.
Am I gonna be going right or left when we get
You're
there?
gonna go straight, honey.
Oh, just straight, okay.
You turn right or left.
Okay.
Thompson Street is on the left, Hancock Street is on the left.
Say again, please.
Thompson Street is on the right, Hancock Street is on the left.
Oh, well, we're almost there then.
Ooh, look at Buddha.
That's a Buddha center.
Boy, I guess. It's a big Buddha.
When you get to School Street,
Uh-huh.
folks, the
Chicken and
parking lot
waffles.
is just below that, just after Classical High School,
Mm-hmm.
on the left, ma'am.
Alrighty.
Across from the great big library.
Yep.
You remember that? Where
I do.
Deacon Chapin is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Pleasant Street is on the right.
Thanks, Mike.
Ooh, I'm hot.
Orleans Street is on the left.
Because Springfield's a big town.
Oh, it's a very big city. It's kind of sprawling.
Yeah, I guess.
And we're going right by Federal Street, which is where G.C. Miriam was.
And that's St. James Avenue up there, James Avenue.
Okay.
James Avenue.
And Oak Street on the left.
Oak Street?
Oak. I think it says Oak Street on the left.
Did you enjoy Robert Cole's speech?
Yes. He was the president?
No, he's the vice president of marketing.
Oh, vice president. Okay. That's a lot of money they put into that school, $30 million. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's something, but
That's how you become competitive, though.
I know you gotta do it.
Why is it called a private school?
A what?
It's a private school?
Yes, it's a private school.
What makes that
Well,
not?
It's not funded by the state.
I
It's
see.
not funded by the federal government.
But anybody can apply there.
Oh, sure.
Why would anybody be a private school?
Well, they paid quite a lot of money to get into those private schools.
I guess.
To make money.
Right, Pat?
Yeah.
University of Southern California is private. Harvard is private. Yale is private.
Right. So in other words, you're not going to get a degree for less than $100,000, probably.
Yeah. And Pat, it amazes me. Once those kids get in there, they've got to keep up with the work.
Yes.
Or they'll be asked to leave.
That's right.
That's the way it was when I went to college, too.
Yeah.
We had 150 when we started in the freshman year. And when we graduated, we had 111. And a lot of those were transfers and did not start up.
Okay.
We're here at the Dr. Seuss Museum in Springfield. Dr. Seuss Museum. We're with Wayne and Pat Nichols and Maddie. Beautiful downtown Springfield. And that's the library right there. So.
That's it.
masseuse in Springfield.
So
I'll get over there sooner or later.
Pick something up at
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a motorcycle collection here. I didn't know that. Huh. Springfield history. I didn't know that. That's State Street. Oh, you are here. Okay.
And take a right on Ridgewood Terrace, a place.
Okay.
Springfield Cemetery.
Then, Madeline, you will be back at that corner and you can park.
I can, okay. Okay, Ridgewood Place.
Yep. And when you come to Union Street,
Why
will
does
you
this
park
say
on
do
the
not
corner,
enter?
honey?
Oh, because I'm in the wrong place. When I come to what, Lenny?
Union Street, park at the corner.
Okay.
Don't go under Union Street,
All
just
right.
park at the corner.
So
And
there's,
Greg, would you get a picture of that house for me, number 316 Union Street?
360.
And get detail, get as much detail.
okay, Glenn, I can't park at the corner because there's a bunch of cars parked there.
Okay, park.
So
But I can go up and I can sit there for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know which house this is, man. 316?
Okay, so it's it's the gray one, right, Glenny? It's this one
It's the
here, I'm
only
pretty
house
sure.
there, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
there it is. Yeah, there it is.
316.
That's it right there.
Apartment houses.
It's gray now.
Yeah, that's it right there, so I see it.
Greg, would you get a
He
would
is.
you get a study of that house
Sure, yeah.
and get as much detail as you can?
Yeah.
That was your house?
Yeah.
You and Franklin lived there.
Well,
Would you like me to go into the parking lot so we can see the back?
well, you must have,
Okay.
How old were you when you were there?
14.
Oh, it wasn't with Franklin. Okay. Okay. Oh, gotta go, Glenny. Am I going right or left?
Right.
Okay, good thing you said right, 'cause that's where I'm going. Buddy, jeez Louise. After us.
First left. Take your first left on Abraham.
Okay. First left on Abraham. Abraham.
I guess there's right by the Seuss Museum, there's another museum of the history of Springfield. And a bunch of other different
That was Mulberry.
Yeah, we didn't go past it yet.
We just passed Mulberry.
Number's on the right.
Yes, it was.
So there was no Ingraham on the left. The road we're at now is Walnut.
Go left, please.
Okay.
Greg, did you get a picture at all?
Yes, I did, yeah.
You mean like that, Pat? That color hair right there?
Yeah, that's good.
It's kind of cute.
Oh, look at a helicopter.
Walnut, go left.
That's like a Navy helicopter. All right, now we're on Walnut.
Oh, well. Oh, sure.
This is State, and I'm going to make a left.
You want a window down, honey?
No, up.
Up, I mean, you want, what window you
Well, there's a Burger King there,
Down.
but it looks like it's closed.
They're not. Glenny, there's a Burger King. You want to see if they have the Impossible Burger?
Yeah.
Hang on, then I got to do some maneuvering
Ask
here.
them if they have the Morning Star burger.
And if they don't have it, ask them when they're gonna get
But
it.
that's not, that has egg yolk in it, hon.
Yes, I know. Is this a... Oh, sorry. Sorry. I think I'm in the crosswalk. The bicycle walk, at least. And of course, the cop goes by.
This picture's good in this camera.
That police officer looked like he was going to war. Boy, this must be a tough neighborhood.
Yeah, it is a tough.
Can I go right? No,
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 it's
that's no turn on red, but this one
No,
isn't.
this one did.
Oh, it had one too?
Behind us, there's a sign.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Oh, yeah, no
sign
turn on
right
red up there.
no
Yep.
turn
It's a
on
tough
red.
town. There's
They've got an awful
It's
lot
not
of
like
those around here.
Well, they have a lot of pedestrians crossing. I think that's probably the number of people is what dictates that.
that was an army.
You know, in Poughkeepsie, you can turn left on red if it's clear.
Oh, really?
I was sitting there one time, this guy's
Oh,
honking
yeah.
at me, and I'm
Yeah, you
like,
can.
what are you, crazy?
Yeah, there's one turn in
Yep.
the city of Poughkeepsie
Yep.
there that you can do that.
And he's yelling out the window, you can turn on left. And I'm like, you turn on left. I'm
I
not
know.
turning on left.
I know what you mean, but yeah.
And then I
know.
found out you could.
They say there's some reason they got that going on.
I just thought he was being extremely stupidly rude. Trying to get me in trouble with him.
There's Burger King, and we hear that
And
there's
can you go in this way?
we hear that there's
Oh, yes.
we hear about there's secret research being done to crack the code to make up a vegetarian burger here, which
Did you have a good time, Matt?
costs millions
Yes,
of
I did.
dollars in the making. And we're gonna find out right now.
Thank you for the Burger King. What can I get for you?
Do you have the Impossible Burger?
We have the Angry Whopper, but not the Impossible Burger.
Not yet.
What's the Angry Whopper? Is that beef?
It's a Whopper with
But it's beef, right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So are you going to have the Impossible Burger?
I don't know.
Promotion's not available yet.
Ask her.
Okay, thank you. What?
No, ask her Morningstar first.
Do you have
We
a
do
veggie
have the
burger?
veggie burger.
Is it a Morning Star? Do you know the brand name of your veggie burger?
It's just called veggie burger patties.
That's it. So you don't know.
Order one, Madeline.
Could I get a veggie burger, please, to go?
Lettuce and tomato.
Lettuce and tomato.
I can't believe it.
A veggie burger, only lettuce and tomato.
Yep.
Anything
Yeah, if
else
I'm
today?
correct, it's cabbage.
Anything else? Glennie?
No, thank you.
No, that's it.
Anybody want anything
Last
else?
one, please.
Okay, thank you.
Well, if I had to lay money on it, I would never bet
Craig,
there
hand me
would,
my card.
I
My
would-
wallet. It's in the middle zipper part.
I would never bet there would be at a Burger King here now to drive through.
I guess you don't really pay here, even though it tells you to.
Greg,
I got it.
put this all together.
Okay, go ahead there. So.
I got it, Glennie.
No,
Why not?
absolutely not.
You just bought me lunch. Let me buy you lunch.
No.
Don't argue with Maddie.
No.
She's
You're
so
great.
stubborn. I got it, Glenn.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Greg, don't let her get it.
It's too late.
Greg, don't you let her get it.
I don't think anybody's getting it because it doesn't be any place to pay for it.
Yeah.
Am I in like the wrong place or something?
Were you supposed to stay where you were?
There wasn't. The window was blocked off.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a backup window.
maybe you have to go inside.
No, that's why they have a drive-through.
Well, the research into these vegan burgers is unbelievably top secret here. Even the workers don't even understand what's going on about it because it's
I
top
guess
secret.
She brings it out.
Yeah, they bring it out
Hello.
sometimes.
Where do I pay? Where do I pay? Okay. I guess it's free. I like that. I like a veggie burger that's free. I guess I don't.
There you go.
373. Thank you.
All right.
There you go. You're all
Thank you so much.
3 hours.
Here, you take that. How are you gonna eat that with nothing to drink, Lenny?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Okay, you take that.
No,
Could somebody take it though? Thank you.
no.
Would you put that back for me? Thank you. Eat them up, Glenn.
No, thank you, Glenn.
All right, so now I have to go to the right here. No, Glennie, I don't eat egg whites, but thank you.
Madeline, you want to buy?
No, thank you. No, I'm good. So I have to go right here, and now I'm on,
Are you on State Street?
no.
Are you on Walnut?
I don't know what road I'm on right now, Glenn.
I would go to the end and turn left, I
This is
think.
like state here coming up here. This is state.
I mean, I could pull a Yui down here somewhere.
Should be State Street.
Oh, didn't we just come off State Street?
I think think that was
Get on to
School
State
Street, maybe? I don't know.
No, we were on State Street. I think I need to go left here and go back, right, folks? What am I doing?
Yeah, in that general direction, yeah.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
what does it say? Something lane, must turn left lane must turn.
All right, so Glenn, I'm coming up to Oak Street and St. James Avenue.
Well, Oak Street comes on to 6th Street, huh?
Okay, but that doesn't help me because I don't know where I am. Oak Street is to the right and St. James is to the left. But I could pull a U-ey and go back to where we were. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Glendora's trying out veggie burger here at Burger King's. Bucatini pasta.
This is quite a little tech park over here.
Yeah, that's
Earthlink, Telecom, Crocker Telecom, Urban League of Springfield.
We got traffic here. We got traffic.
Oak Street goes on to State Street, honey.
Well, you told me to do a U-ey and go back, so that's what I'm going to do. Because we came off State Street, right, Pat?
I think so, yeah.
Now, once we get back there, I'm not sure which direction to go in, but we turned right.
We had to get it, we were in the left-hand lane.
To go, so I would go straight across,
I
right?
think so.
Yeah. Let's hope I can do this U-ey without, like, getting a ticket. I'm not having much luck with the red lights.
It's loud here. It said must turn left.
What?
It said must turn left.
No, that I know. I'm going to just do a U-ey,
I
though.
don't know if that's legal.
Well, I don't see anything that says no U-turns.
It's Oak and State. Yeah, this is State
Isn't that-
Street.
Isn't that somebody from Lord of the Rings, Oakenstein? Not one of the hobbits. Yeah, that's what he wore on his arm. Oaken something.
Greg,
Huh?
Mike?
Yeah, sure. Just take it or, oh, thanks. All right.
So if they'd had a complete vegan meal with vaguely feeling like I've seen that building before.
What's going on?
Anybody else having deja vu?
Yes, definitely. Okay, we just passed School Street.
Oh,
We did pass it?
yeah. What can I
Okay,
do now?
Keep going.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry,
That's
Glenn.
enough.
I
Keep
saw
going.
it as we were crossing over. It was very hard to see.
Thank you, Pat. Keep going on Route 20, Madeline. Just keep
People
following
say that
20.
Springfield
Okay,
is
go
not a
Am I on
vacation
Route 20?
destination, but I say
You are
no.
on Route 20.
Okay,
right now.
okay, so keep going straight.
Madeline, you are on Route 20.
Okay.
Now just go Route 20 north and west. Everybody follow the
North
signs,
and west.
please.
Route 20, north and west.
Gregory, follow the signs, Route 20 north and west.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the biggest supermarket you can find.
Oh, you're still hungry?
Quadrangle.
What do we want a supermarket for?
She wants
Well, I
food.
wanted, Madeline wanted that ice
Hey, I
Ever
did
since,
not.
ever since the dinner, she's been hungry. She's been starving ever since.
Madeline,
Well, I thought it tasted
would like
very
to-
good. I
would
like
you?
it. Mine was cold.
I'm happy to eat one, Glenn. We could stop at a supermarket. Have you ever had the Magnum bars to begin with?
No,
Ice cream
I
bars.
wish you would show them to me.
Have you, Pat?
No, I've never heard of it.
They're very expensive. They come in a box, and you get like 3 for like $6. And they're very good vanilla ice cream or chocolate or whatever, and they have a thick coating of chocolate, and then sometimes caramel under the coating of chocolate. They're very decadent.
And they're vegan?
And now they have a vegan one.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh dang! Oh, I was going to say I'm in an only lane again.
Okay, Chestnut Street.
All right, I'm going to move on over. Not sure why, but I am. Oh, no, I'm not. Woo! Sorry, kids. Don't panic. Anybody getting scared? Don't be scared. There's a method to
Oh,
my
Mass
madness.
Mutual.
So what is this place? Mass Mutual Center. So there must be an ice rink in there. Oh, look, they do rodeos, the dirty dogs. We don't like rodeos. I don't think I'd care to ride a bike on this road. Even though they have a bike path, you know?
Okay, this is Main Street.
Mass Live.
All right.
They didn't make it.
So confused.
Bye, Springfield.
Goodbye, Springfield.
Bye, Springfield. Bye,
Ooh, look at the traffic over there. Let's be glad we're going this direction. All right, thanks, buddy. Thank you very much. Okay, so what do we want up here? We don't want Holyoke. We want this, right?
Yeah.
20 West.
Okay. 20 East.
Gosh, one or the other, I guess. I'm just gonna shut up.
Which do we want? We want Boston, right?
No, we don't want
We
We don't, right? Or do we?
We want to go west.
Okay,
We want to go west.
hang on. We're good. I see you. Don't worry, buddy. Don't panic anybody.
No,
Okay, we want west, right? Yes?
I can't see.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we do.
We do want to go west.
Okay.
20 west and north.
Well, hopefully, this is the right way. So here's 20 west,
That's where we want to go.
north 91.
That's the way we
Forget
came.
north. Just take Route 20 west.
Okay.
That's the way we came.
West it is. Okay. So 20 to West Springfield and
All
Springfield.
right.
Look at those pretty buildings.
I don't see how you get off Route 20 and go through West Springfield.
I'm just following the signs and what everybody's saying.
How do you get onto the highway?
Downtown Springfield.
All right, so
6211. Call now for your free information kit. Attention, hernia surgery patients.
Did you have hernia mesh implanted after 2005 that resulted in serious complications or revision surgery?
1-800-718-9700 now. You may be entitled to significant compensation if you needed revision surgery after suffering serious injuries from hernia mesh implanted after 2005.
Call Fair's Matrimony at 1-800-718-9700 now.
what time do they start? 6:30, right?
They start at 6 now.
Oh.
Here's a look at some of the stories we are working on tonight. Joe Biden launches his presidential campaign on the attack. We're looking at his challenges and how the president is responding. Potential danger of the vaccine. Why a new study says safety is lurking in modern cars. And the American woman kidnapped in Uganda talks about her deal. We'll have more of her interview with Gail King tonight on the CBS Evening News. Happening right now, the return of the Phantom. Today we got a look.
I think you
There you
copied
go.
the answers from
It's
the girl
on.
next to you. Who was the first president of the United States? She wrote Washington and you wrote Washington. Who was president during the
It's on,
Civil War?
Glendora.
She
Yeah,
wrote Lincoln and you
okay.
wrote Lincoln. Who was president during the Louisiana Purchase? She said, I don't know, and you said, me neither. Folks, Burger King now has a vegan burger. Go vegan.
Is that you, Greg? Go vegan.
What was
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's about the
presidents.
The presidents.
Scout or youth leader. A
We
recent
stop
New York
filming
state
our
law
answers
now
on the
provides you
test.
with a limited time.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, here we are with, we just watched the Glendora's vegan commercial
Whites and
with Maddie and Glendora there. And we just watched it on CBS 6.
CLAIM 5.
Beyond with lighter showers after that. Then we turn much
Louder,
colder
please.
for the weekend. And with colder air coming in, there is some prospect
Much
for
colder.
snow Saturday and again in spots coming up on Sunday. Looking at those potentials in the next few minutes. All right, thank you, Steve, and we will continue to track the forecast. For updates, you can download the CBS 6 Weather Authority app. It is free in the App Store and in Google Play.
Hi, folks. The little girl was noisy in church, and the mother whispered something into her ear, and the little girl calmed right down. What did you put in her ear? I told her, if you're noisy again, the minister's going to lose his place and start the sermon all over again.
Burger King now has a vegan burger.
Go vegan.
Attention New Yorkers, if you were sexually abused